Welcome to the weekly reflection for the 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time. The theme this week, God is sovereign over creation, and we are God's people, meant to give ourselves to Him. The week's gospel from Matthew again finds Jesus beset with a challenge from the Jewish establishment. This time it's the Herodians. In the Gospels, it seems Jesus is constantly being tested by scribes, Pharisees, Sadducees, Herodians, and others. They don't seem to be seeking to further discover truth through their challenges, only to trip Jesus up to prove their own righteousness. These various political, religious factions were not even in agreement amongst themselves as to what the truth was. Perhaps all the more reason they attacked this man they thought was a prophet who threatened their established convictions and authority. Jesus represents the truth, and we can reliably look to His teaching to truly discern the truth. What is that truth anyway? The readings further help us to discern this. The reading from Isaiah once again affirms that the Israelites are God's people and promise to deliver them from Babylonian exile through Cyrus, a Persian ruler. In prophesying the deliverance, Isaiah also reminds the Israelites and Cyrus that I am the Lord, and there is no God besides me. This message is further built on in the second reading, Paul's first letter to the Thessalonians, in which he emphasizes that the Christian community are brothers and sisters chosen and loved by God. This epistle from Paul is the earliest written of the books in the New Testament. This passage is also the first time Paul introduces the truth in the theological virtues of faith, hope, and love as the path to our relationship with God. In the Gospel, Jesus makes clear our relationship with God. The Herodians attempt to embroil Jesus in a debate over the lawful nature of tax collection. Jesus answers by giving them a coin and asking, whose image is on the coin? When they reply, Caesar's, Jesus ends his questioning with an answer. Then repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. To the Herodians, this is a clear reference to Genesis 1:27. God created man in His image. We are thus called to be God's people as we are made in His divine image. This means more than just to acknowledge that God is God, but to give ourselves to our Lord and to seek His presence and a relationship with God. 1. What similarities do you see in the challenge Jesus had in speaking His truth and some of the public debate and conflicts and ideas we see today? And secondly, we are reminded in the gospel that we are created in the image of God, and that means we should give ourselves to Him. How can we further seek to give ourselves to Him in our relationship with God? Seek a relationship with God. And finally, how can we let our relationship with God bring God's truth to our world? So this week, share your relationship with God with someone you love. Thank you.